my room when I'm reading a book. I have crisscross applesauce, hands in lap. There better not be water in your cheeks, sir. Thank you. Let's see who gets to hold Ellie today. Marissa. Here you go, Marissa. Hold her nicely. So our apple book today is called Up, Up, Up. It's apple picking time.
That just looks like lemons.
They do kind of look like lemons, but they're yellow apples. Did you know there are yellow apples?
Ew.
They're called Golden Delicious, and they're my favorite. I like the yellow apples. We're going to try them on Friday. We're going to try red ones, green ones, and yellow ones and see which ones you like. But yeah, this little boy is reaching up to get some yellow apples, but I'm going to open it real big
I'm like all of them.
so you can see there's apple trees with other color apples. You see the red apples
I see
and the green apples.
orange apples.
All different kinds of apples in the apple orchard. That is a big word. Can you say orchard? Orchard. That's a place where a whole bunch of apple trees are growing together. And that's what these kids are going to do. They're going to go to their grandparents' farm, and at their farm they have an apple orchard. And so they're going to get to pick all kinds of apples. So up, up, up. It's apple picking time is the title of my book. My author, her name is Jody, so she wrote the words. And my illustrator's name is Kitty. Her name is Kitty. So if she's the illustrator, what did she do? Made the pictures. And when you open it up, she drew these beautiful pictures of all these different kinds of apples. There's more than just red and green apples. There's all different kinds.
They're the same color, just different colors.
They're different colors. They have different flavors. They're different sizes.
I didn't know there's pink apples.
There are all kinds of apples. There are pink ones. It's called a pink delicious. I don't think I've ever seen one at the grocery store though.
Me either. I did.
Okay, up, up, up. It's apple picking time. Up, up, up. It's apple picking time. Mama's voice tickles my ear and whispers me awake. On with my shirt, sweater, pants, warm socks, and shoes. Outside, it feels like we're the only ones awake in the whole world. And Daddy says we have a long drive ahead of us. So they got up super early. They get in the car and they're going to drive to their grandparents. Amber, that's his sister, she uses my shoulder for a pillow. And that's okay because she's keeping me warm. While we're driving to the apple farm. 2 picnics later, one for breakfast and one for lunch. We're finally off the highway onto the twisting, bumpy, narrow bridge. And look at all the apple trees. They're almost there. And we made it. There's Grandma and Grandpa. They're standing at the gate calling, "Hooray, we're so glad you're finally here. We could hardly wait." Then everyone is off to the orchard because it's apple picking time.
I see apples.
I see a lot of apples. Apple smell is in the air. Apple perfume everywhere. There are so many trees and it looks like a million apples. Red, green, yellow. I don't know where to start, I tell my grandpa. So many apples. So my grandpa pulls a yellow apple off of the tree and puts it up to his nose and smells and breathes it in. "Oh, that's the perfect apple smell," says Grandpa. And then he takes a knife out of his pocket and he cuts it and gives us a taste. So he went for the yellow apple. Yum. And gave them a taste. The apple is cool and crunchy and sweet. Everyone has a slice and we stand together in the sunshine, wishing we could have some more, but we've got work to do. We have got to go get some apples. "How about you start here with the Golden Delicious," Grandpa tells me. So the little boy's going to get the yellow apples. I give the littlest tug and the yellow fruit almost falls into my hand. So he picks the apple, he puts it in a bag, and then when the bag is full, he pours all the apples into this box.
What kind of box is that?
It's just like a wooden box.
Oh, sleepy.
They're going to get some more. So how can they get to the tops of the trees?
Ladder.
A ladder, yeah. Do you see the ladders?
Yeah.
That's a ladder. And so they can climb up on the ladder to reach even more apples. We climb up the ladders and disappear into the trees. I can see Dad's legs. That's all you can see. It's kind of hard to see. It's the same color as the tree. There's Daddy's legs. His voice is coming from the middle of a tree filled with red apples, and he is singing a song about apple pie. And then the tree next to him has Mama's legs. That's the only, and I can hear her laughing. That's the only way I can tell she's in the tree. Can't even see her, really. I think she's in that one. Now my sister and my grandma are picking up some of the apples from the ground. Granny said these apples make the best cider. So apple cider is kind of like apple juice, something that you can drink. So they're getting the apples off the ground so they can make apple cider. Oh, the mention of apple cider makes me want some. It's hard work picking apples. And now Grandma gave them some of that apple cider. Yummy. We can taste, maybe I'll bring that and we can taste that too with our apples and see if you like it. All afternoon we fill those sacks with all different kinds of apples, and then we fill up the boxes. And then when it gets dark we go home. And well, before they went to sleep, can you guess what kind of pie that is? Apple pie. We have some apple pie, and then we got to go to bed. We're tired. They were in the car for a long time, and then they were picking all those apples. Got to go to bed and get some sleep, because in the morning they're going to put all their apples out and sell them. So they have a little stand at the side of the road.
Why are they having an apple sale?
They're having an apple sale. Yeah, they grow all those apples so they can pick them. Yeah, they're having an apple sale. And people come from all around to go get those delicious apples.
So they can eat it.
Yum. And we help people carry all their apples out to their cars. And then when we sold them all, we had to close. They sold all their apples, except for the ones that they wanted to keep. And Grandma made apple dumplings.
What is that?
And then an apple dumpling is kind of a dessert. And then we turned on some music, and we were dancing and laying by the fire, just having a good time with our Grandma and Grandpa. But the next day, it's time for us to go home. But look what we got to bring home with us.
A
lot of apples. We got to bring home a bunch of apples.
Wait, just steal them?
No, Grandma and Grandpa let them have them. And then back here, there are more pictures of more different kinds of apples. And
yellow, pink,
the end. That book makes me want to eat some apples. Does it make you hungry for apples?
Yeah.
I would love to try some apples. We will do that on Friday.
This was the apple.
So the kids at home have this little apple page. And what is in the middle of my apple? A worm. Oh my goodness. And I know we're talking about letter D this week, but apple starts with A. So let's do that. Let's go apple. Pretend like you're holding an apple. We're going to go apple. Take a bite. Let's do it again. Apple. Excellent. So to color the apple page, though, it tells me what I have to do. It tells me if I see the capital A, I have to color it red. And if I see the lowercase a, I have to color it green. Like, look right there on that leaf. Praisha, what is that, capital or lowercase on there? Lowercase. So I'm going to color the lowercase green. But look right here where the apple is. Paxton, is that capital or lowercase? Capital. So I'm going to color that part red. So my kids at home, you might need Mom to help you. And my kids at school, Miss Wright and Miss Diaz will help you so we can color it the right way. When we see the capital A, we're going to color it red. When we see the lowercase a, we're going to color it green. And there's not anything on this part right here, so we're going to just leave that alone because there's not a letter on it. So we're going to leave it be. And my kids at school are going to write their names on the back. My kids at home, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to try to write your name. So kids at home, when you finish this, you take a picture of it and send it to me so I can see your work for today.